Y'all act like y'all in church or something. Yes, yes, yes. Well, normally on fourth Sundays, we have our assistant pastor, Reverend Gerald, but he's at the hotel setting up for the Parkside brunch. So we have our Reverend Paul today to give us our spiritual meal. And as Reverend Gerald names him Mr. Make It Plain, let us welcome our Reverend Paul.
Thank you, Reverend Lisa.
You're welcome, honey.
Thank you more, honey. Welcome and greetings, everyone in the facility and those who have joined us on Zoom. And welcome for your arising to a place, to a space that is open and ready, willing, and able to get us to think about ourselves and our lives a little differently than what we may have prior to entering in today. So I ask everyone to forget, sit back, relax, open your hands, and just smile. Because as you do this, you will begin to awaken and ask requests with intentions that you are expecting. If you're not ready to expect something, then I don't think you're ready to receive that is waiting on you to be delivered for you. See, it is the concepts that we hold within our mind that allows us to see and be willing to receive it all. See, so we have to bless, oh Lord, and the substance that exists and the works of his hands. See, this is the things that will happen when we see differently, when we recognize our lives differently, then things will show up differently in our experience. You got to know what you want and you got to expect what you want in order to get what you want. And if you're confused, then you just sit down. And then you just ask and you pray and you say, please come and comfort me. Ask for the comforter to come in. And he just got through saying you got to trust. See, the old time religion believed that something was going to happen despite the condition that they were working through. See, every experience is a process. It is a turning until we can see what it is that is necessary for us to be free. See, freedom is in the mind of those even before it shows up, because you got to know and want it in order before it reveals itself. So the theme is, in my faith, I rise. How will we rise? We will rise up to the conditions and fulfill the experience with love, joy, and happiness. Why? Because that is what I am, and that is what I'm willing to see. See, not only that, the theme is advising us to believe beyond this current experience. See, without a vision, the people perish. What are you looking at? You think, poor is me, no one loves me, no one cares? If we sit in that thought, then that is what shows up. Loneliness comes in because you just spoke loneliness, contrary to real belief. And you can't speak that way to yourself, even though that may be the condition. Oh, thou love, wherefore art thou? I seek you to fulfill the need that I have within myself. See, we're all looking for a change, but you can't change until you change your mind. See, when we was growing up and we were going to school, our parents would tell us to go in our room and study. They were trying to connect us to the idea of if we go alone and we look over the information, we will alter our current understanding of the work that we are doing. It ain't that you can't know. It's that we don't know because we haven't responded to that is being given because our awareness is limited. See, this information will increase as our understanding and our expectations increase. And then our power will change and evolve once we walk forward in our faith, trusting and believing that somehow, some way, something is going to help me move past my current condition. There's a way that's waiting on each of us. And so, see, this faith, it's an attribute that we have to build. We possess it, but we're confused on what it is. Faith, we have to know that it exists despite what we're doing. It don't matter. You gotta go before you know. You gotta believe before you see it. See, you can't discover it if you don't go. You can't receive what you need to connect you to the power if you don't utilize the power without thinking you got to see the power. It drops down in you as you go. That's when you learn what it is that you need to know. That's why it says don't be afraid. But it says, "O ye of little faith." See, most of us live in that little spot. Don't want to appear too big, too strong, too powerful. Got to hold back. Well, I don't think I should do this. They ain't gonna like. Go get it. Reveal to yourself the power that is within you. And that's when you can stand erect and continue. We have to know that it's ours. It don't belong, it belongs to everyone. But shame on us if we don't use it. If you want a healing, you got to believe that there is a healing. If you want a new job, you got to know that there's a job out there waiting on you. I'm going to share this story with you. It was years ago, but it was kind of painful. Because I was working with some gentlemen that I knew very well, so I knew them very well. And so it was in the entertainment business, and so we would go out on tour. So I was supposed to go out on tour with MC Hammer, right? It was like lots of us and everything. And so all of a sudden, I get home, and my friend let me out, and he says, "Man, I don't think I'm going to take you with me." I looked, and I thought about it, and I said, there must be something better for me. I had just told Lisa, hey, when I go, they're going to pay me X or Z, Y amount, and plus they're going to give me per diem. I'll send that to you. You just keep stacking that, and when we come back, we'll move, and we'll do this, and we'll do that. I said, no, you ain't even going to go. The Lord is blessing me right now. I get home. I tell Lisa. The phone rings. Hey, man, what you doing? I just walked in the house. You still looking for a job? Yes, I am. Well, look, man, you be here tomorrow, and we'll take care of that for you. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? You got to know and believe it. It ain't what somebody else say about your life. It's what you say about your life. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hey, I worked for Coca-Cola for about 6 months. All of a sudden, the guys walk into it. The machines was down, so the forklifts was down. Oh no, the computer was down, so he couldn't print the work that the trucks needed loading for. So the guy come in, and I said, I can't sit here. I got to walk around here and do my job. While the other guys who had been there longer than me, they in the break room sitting down. My mind said, you can't do that. So I got up and I started walking around doing my thing. And he said, man, so-and-so said, I know his name, but I'm just being respectful. You wasn't doing your job. This is the next day when I came in. You wasn't doing your job. I said, what? Man, I was doing my job. Your cousin, who was the second lead, him and I was the only ones working. The rest of them dudes was sitting in there. He said, well, I'm just telling you what they told me. I said, who do I need to talk to? He said, well, you got to talk to the manager. I said, okay, no problem. Where is he at? So, well, he won't be here till the morning. I went in before my shift 2 hours so I can see him. And I said, what happened? He said, they said that you wasn't working. I said, that's not true. I got proof. I got a witness that I was working. He said, that don't mean, he said, that's not what they told me. You got to take that up with your supervisor. I said, okay. He come in at 6. I'll be back here at 6. I came back at 6. He said, well, when I came in, I said, well, when you did come in, where was I at? I said, I was in the warehouse. He said, you're right. He said, but I heard that Gonzalez was ahead of you in seniority. And this is real. I said, what does that mean? He said, well, that means that she started before you and she should be getting work before you. I said, is that what you want? Is that all you need? I'm out of here. Thank you. I left, went home, explained why I'm home so early. And we just ate, and I said, this is going to change. And so I end up getting a job, and I've been working there, and I've been shipping the equipment around the world for 30 years, over 30 years. You got to know. And we can't hold other people hostage because of their lack of understanding about what it is that we see and know for ourselves. Regardless of what it may look like, how small you may feel by what it is that they said to you, how difficult the challenge may appear, because it ain't that, it's what you're going to do about of that experience. What are you going to tell your faith? What are you going to speak into your condition? That's how we have to utilize it. We're not going to receive the blessing, the information, the knowledge, the instruction if we don't move towards it. Walk by faith and then we'll rise. It can't be no rising if there is no commitment to that it is that we're seeking. See, if we don't believe in ourselves and we don't believe in that there is a power that exists that is waiting to work through us as us, we'll never, ever, 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 ever rise to the occasion. We can weep. That means sorrow. We can cry. That means I don't have the power. We can say, why have you pushed me? Why did the Lord allow? Ain't nobody allowing nothing. It's the choice that we make in that circumstance. We got to tell it to move. Like Reverend Lisa said last week, you got to give it its eviction notice. And if you don't understand, you better keep talking to yourself till you know what time it is. And we have to raise our thoughts. We have to push them to an elevated state. Jesus called it heaven. See, heaven is only the ideal of the perfection. And then how's it described to us? There's gold. Where's gold? On earth. Where's honey? On earth. All of these things on earth. And so what it's saying is after our ideals connect with what it is we want, then the earth will provide the need. There is nothing that exists that did not come from the earth. But somebody believed and saw it in their mind. They raised their ideas, their consciousness to walk by the faith to receive the blessing. Can't be blessed and complaining. Can't do it. Two powers cannot occupy the same space. The one that we believe in and trust the most is the one that's going to show up. We all wounded. Not one person in here ain't never been wounded. If it is, come testify and tell me how you did it, and we'll start writing a book and we'll follow you. That's the truth of the matter. So already know, don't beat yourself up. It's the way that it works, and we have to believe that we have the power to succeed. Look, there's people who came before us that they had to walk everywhere, walked out of their shoes. We can't be caught today in a bad pair of shoes. And we ain't walking nowhere except to the bathroom. And they walk miles to get there. I remember Lisa used to take the kids, to drive the kids to school. I said, let them walk. She said, nah, but it's, it's different now. It's different. I said, the distance is the same. She said, but just the conditions and what people are doing. I said, they was doing it then. Let them walk. They'll find a way. They'll learn. Only the errors is going to make us stronger. It don't hold you back. It can't stop you. It's just asking you to think a little differently. Raise your mind. Raise your concepts of yourself and what life is doing. Raising our thoughts and moving ourselves along is only allowing our faith to grow stronger. See, this ether of life in this universe is filled with everything and waiting on somebody to direct it to happen. And it's going to happen with who stands up and who believes and who trusts that they are the ones that can do it. And it don't matter how many of them there is. And as an example of that, how many pianos are there? How many chairs are there? How many shirts are there? How many different pair of shoes are there? How many pair of glasses are there? It don't matter. The limit is in here. That's the limit. So we have to evict limitation. Evict limitation. These substances that was waiting on us. And when we go out into this world, we will extract them as we need them. So the book speaks and says that if faith, that is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, there has to be a call, a speaking with our words. That's why it says in the beginning was the word. And once the word was spoken, it went forth and it brought forth. So we have to speak our word. And the word is the power and is connected to what? Our belief. And then once we speak with conviction, that's when it will rise. It can only rise when we bring those two together. See, it's only trying to teach us that when we believe in the possibilities that are beyond expectation, beyond what we can see, and then our faith becomes the substance that shapes our reality. All this stuff is coming from each and every one of us, and it's bringing forth what it is that we all individually see. It's not a mess until you see it as a mess. And if we don't see our own beauty, shame on us. That means we looking at ourselves the wrong way. And that's why somebody said what? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And this is how we have to know who we are, not what they tell us. If I tell you something wrong with you, what am I doing? I'm still in your power. I'm not taking you seriously. Because what I should do is say, I love you and I appreciate you. But just to remind you that you may want to check this because this is what I'm seeing from you right now. So in other words, you help them see what they don't see. That's how you build family and community. See, we stop helping each other after we start collecting things. See, after I got my Cadillac, I got to move. I got this Cadillac. We're not connecting the ideal, which is spiritual, with the material. The material is the earth things. They are the effects that come from what it is that we believe. But they have no value. None. Now, don't try to get them. That ain't what I'm saying. Let's not misconfuse that. I ain't saying don't get them. What I'm saying is we should not praise, worship, or idealize them in their presence. Use it for what it is, and don't shame no one because they ain't got one. And don't praise yourself because you got one. Just love that you were able to put yourself in a position to have and appreciate it and use it till you can't use it, or trade it in if you want to. But don't condemn no one else for a luxury that you were able to afford, because it is insignificant. But keep on getting what it is that you want for yourself. If you want to go to the moon, you want to ride along with the ride. Ain't nobody too big to enjoy their life. Enjoy your life how you see your life should be enjoyed without hurting others. The golden rule is to love. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Love, not condemn. They don't have, that's all right. How you doing today? How can I assist you today? Don't matter. And you only give what you can give. You don't give them your last dollar. If you need 50 cents, pull out your 50 cents. Got to understand these small things that we got to do so we don't feel bad. You don't give away everything you have, and now when they leave, you go like, man, I can't believe they asked me. You just cursed your own blessing. This mind needs to be whipped into shape. It needs to be convinced that who's in charge. It is not my will, but thy will be done. It is up to us to connect ourselves to the heaven. And so Jesus explained it one of the ways like this. He said there's a mustard seed, small little mustard seed. But if you plant it, and it is one of the smallest herbs, but if you plant it in the soil, right? The seed, what he's saying is small thought. But if you plant it in the soil, has everything that is necessary in the soil, it will rise up. And then the birds of the air will come. So what he's saying is, you start off with these lower thoughts, little thoughts. You put it in the soil, you raise up the consciousness, build it up with that strength, and then the higher thoughts will float down into you and assist you through all your troubles. You got to recognize this power. You got to recognize the power. Don't lose yourself because you lost. You didn't win a race. You didn't do this the way you wanted. Didn't do it in time. You signed up too late. You didn't get it from there. Stop. Get what you get. Be thankful and grateful and wait for the next one. And how you get the next one is you call it forth. We have to start believing more in ourselves. Not cocky, but confident. Yes. There is a difference. Yes. And all we have to do is to work it. And if we work it, it will show up. Yes. And then we are to continue the process again. Because Jesus said, this that I do, you can do, and even greater. But he said how? He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. The way is the method, the process. Follow it. And it will give you the light. And it will reveal the way. These are the things that we have to grasp. We turn from them because it is the work of my hands. No. Greater is he that is within me that is in the world. The connection to the source, believing that these higher ideals are ours, will bless our hands and our mind and produce through us all that it is that we see. There's no right or wrong, but there's a process, a procedure to follow. And if you don't, you repeat the action. And then once we repeat the action, and then we'll see that this is how it works. And then if you don't get it, write it down. When I first started on this new job, I had to learn all the different documentation that it took to move stuff around the world. And back then you had to type everything. Okay? Type everything. In single form. I ain't talking about typing on the computer and then it's still there. Each time you needed one, you had to go get one. Put it in there, rotate it, type it, and fill it in. Each time. That's just the way it was. But so what I did was I made a copy of everything I did. And I made a folder and I put it in the way it happened and how I had to apply. When you went to the airport, you had to do this documentation before you did that one, and they was all, so I had the procedure down. And that's how we should be doing with our life. That's what the journal is for. The journal ain't for you to talk about yourself. The journal is for you to write down the process, the method of life that you need to move you forward. Not, oh, my hair didn't look good today. My feet hurt. No. The method of life that is waiting to bring forth that we truly need. There's a need that we all have. Some of us can't even tell our needs because we afraid that it ain't gonna show up. We afraid. Living in a world full of abundance and possibilities, and we afraid. For what? Find out if it'll show up. Ask. Find out. And if it don't show up, what is it that I need to do to make this happen? Always question the self. An inner quest to understand more of the self. I'm hurting right now. What is it that I need to do to remove this hurt from my experience? I'm feeling lonely right now. What is it that I need to do to remove this loneliness from me right now? Speak. Don't be ashamed. Go into the secret place. And when it said the closet, it didn't mean literal closet. They didn't have closets. Separate yourself. Separate yourself from the trouble that you're experiencing. Separate yourself from this that appears to be holding you back. Be alone with yourself and tell yourself that you love yourself. And that I know that right now, I may not. Maybe I'm a little weary. I may be weary. But I know you're going to provide something to change this condition. And for those of you who have been educated in a way that most of us haven't, you can say an affirmation. But I'm talking to those who are hurting so bad, who don't even trust their own words. See, some of us believe what we're saying, but our expectation, our imagination is not connected. We're still believing and holding on that trouble has to come. It's only coming because you think it has to. That's what we're focused on. We have to let go and let this power know that it works in and through you, for you, as you, and you are grateful that it showed up for you. We can't care how it happened and the reason and the why and what I did, and I told him off and I told her off and I said this to him, and when I was little, and they made me mad, and I can't get over my frustration. You got to get over it. It's the letting go that allows it to happen. Don't beat yourself up. Live yourself. Live your dream. Because guess what? There's somebody waiting on you and want to participate with you. Somebody. So don't get lost. Don't get frustrated. See, the confusion is in not knowing. But you can't know unless you ask a question. I used to tell my kids when they were small, one rule, two rules. First rule, follow instructions. Why do you follow instructions? Because the rule is in the information is in the instruction. Rule number two, if you don't understand the instruction, ask a question. You're trying to learn, you're trying to know, you're trying to get it. So that you can be the best version of self. It don't matter what it looked like to them. You may not be a hero to most. You may not be known nowhere in the city. You may not be known nowhere on this earth. Nowhere. But you will be known within your own household. And so those are the ones that we're truly teaching. And that's why we got to be our best version. We can't tell them to do this thus and thus, and then we doing that and that. Because if a person cannot judge what it is, we should not judge, but if a person does not know what it is he's doing, we should not lead them astray. And not that anything that we're doing is wrong. It's just that we have to allow others to choose for themselves. But our guiding hand is the way in which we work and operate and use this. The power needs us to direct it, using our words and our mental belief to attract that is required. See, and then these things will correspond to our belief that we are holding in our minds. And then this experience, which is our heart's desire, it will be fulfilled, coming from the invisible spiritual substance. It's just waiting on someone to recognize it. And so Jesus gave us a way, and he told us faith. They was out, and he asked them, who is it that they say that I am? Who? And they said, you know, Matthias, you, Elijah, and all the prophets that was before him. And he went to one person. He went to Peter. He said, who do you say that I am? And he said, you are the Son of Man. It was once he recognized what it was that he was teaching and advising them that he saw it. Because until we see what it is that we're being taught, we don't know. And that's why he said, upon this rock, I will build my house. So it's based on faith. And that's why Reverend Lisa came up with the thing. That's why the thing dropped in her. In my faith, I rise. In my faith, I rise. And Jesus said, according to your faith, be it done unto you. So let's close with this affirmation. Close your eyes if you choose. Closing the eyes is just symbolizing closing out that which is visible, but it is in the heart where we must receive in order to reveal. My Father and I are one. Let's try this again. I know it's hard to keep up. We're getting hungry and want some coffee. I get it. I get it. Just taking a deep breath through your nostril and out through the mouth. And just center self. My Father and I are one.
My Father and I are one.
This oneness gives me power.
This oneness gives me power
And strength.
and strength
To change all circumstances.
to change all circumstances
That I experience now.
that I experience now
And eternally.
and eternally.
So begin from this day forward to describe the thing that one desires. And know that within your heart is where the will lies to push you forth to go get it.
Yes.
And go get it and learn from the crumbs that were dropped along the way to push you forward. It shall show up when we show up. So go show up for yourselves. Peace and abundant blessing. Thank you. Thank you.
Was that a wonderful, fulfilling spiritual meal? Let's give her and Paul some more love.
Thank you.